Welcome to QlikView Tips and Tricks. My name is Josh Gitt. I'm a Solutions Architect at QlikTech. Today we're going to look at showing and hiding objects. So in this case here we have 4 objects, two sales ones and 2 margin ones. And maybe we want to have both of the sales ones appearing and then hit a button and have both of the margin ones appearing. We could achieve this with a container box, but then we would have to be selecting in 2 different spots on 2 different container boxes at the same time. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to use the show hide feature for the objects. To start out doing that, we're going to create a new variable, and we're actually going to create a single variable that's going to control everything at the same time. Often I see people creating a variable for each object and then changing the value of that variable from a 1 to a 0. The challenge there is you need to maintain a lot of variables and have them on each object and have them changing around. If we do one variable, in our case we're just going to create the variable and call it show chart. Then we can control everything all at once by having this single variable. So click OK. Then what we're going to do is for the margin chart, we're going to have it conditionally show whenever show chart is equal to margin. We're going to click OK, and you notice it disappears because that's not the value of show chart right now. And we'll do the same thing here for the other object. I'll then repeat this for the sales, and we'll just do show chart equals, and we'll call it sales this time. And we'll do as well for that one. So now they've all disappeared. We now want to set the variable value using a button. So we're going to add a new object, and we'll do a button. And the action we're going to apply to the button is going to set the variable, and we'll make this the sales one. So we're going to do show chart, and we'll make it equal to sales. So whenever this button is pushed, it's going to change show chart to the value of sales. At the same time, we can also adjust the color dynamically based on what the value is. So we'll go into here, and if show chart is equal to sales, then we're going to make the button green. So we'll use the RGB value for green, and we're just going to make it pure green. Otherwise, we're going to make it gray. And I'm going to copy that on my clipboard because I know I'm going to reuse this very close equation for the second button I'm going to create. Click OK. Click OK. And then this is going to be sales. Click OK. So here's our button. You notice that right now our variable show chart has no value. We can actually pull that up by using an input box. There's show chart, and we can watch that variable change. Now I'm going to push to sales, and now it's changed to sales, and these 2 objects appear. Also, the button changes color. We can then make a copy of that button. So I'll just copy the object to clipboard, and I'll paste it. And now I have a copy of that button, and we're just going to convert that over to margin. So we'll go into the properties here. We'll change this to margin. We'll go into the color expression, and we'll change that to be margin. And then finally, we're going to go over to the actions, and we'll set it so that when it's pushed, it equals margin as well. So now we have our 2 buttons created. If I push the margin button, you can see that show chart changed to margin, and our 2 margin objects appeared down here. We can now move those up to here, and maybe we do a little bit of formatting. We adjust to top. Oops. We align to top, and then adjust left. And then we push the sales one, and we can do the same thing again. Adjust to top. Oops, I did it again, didn't I? Align to top and adjust left. And now you can see I can move back and forth quite easy. The colors change on the buttons, and the objects change together, and it's all being controlled by a single object. So that includes our quick tips and tricks here. Please do use community for more information on QlikView, and contact our expert services.